Good afternoon. Even though it's 94 degrees right now, it's actually cool compared to previous years. Right around this time in previous years, it would have been maybe 115. Yeah. But this year is surprisingly been very cool. So the tropicals are really taking advantage of the cooler weather and growing new leaves. But today I want to talk about the tasting of some tropicals that I was able to lock out at my local ethnic grocery store. So every once in a while, when the stores align, your local ethnic grocery store carry these bizarre tropical fruits that most people don't even know what they are. Mangosteen, yeah, durian, fresh one. And for the first time ever, can anyone guess what these are? They're supposed to be kind of, well, these are egg fruits, also known as canistels. And of course, your typical Thai variety mango, Keo Savoy. So the reason why I really, I mean, of all the mangoes, I really like the green varieties. These, you eat green, you do not run away. Well, they're probably never going to turn yellow. You're supposed to eat them green, okay? In fact, that's literally the name. Keo Savoy translates to eating it green. So just a tip on the selection of the mangosteens, okay? When you are getting a mangosteen from a ethnic grocery store, these are, I mean, these are probably just picked like last week and shipped here to the States. Make sure the stems are green. That's how you know these are, as fresh as they can be. Every once in a while, like the older ones, the stems turn brown. So aim for the green stems. And from touch, it should give in just a bit. It should be soft. Now, the canistel. This isn't completely ripe. Although this one is a bit more ripe than the smaller one. This should give in just a bit. So I can definitely leave this on the countertop for a few more days. But for today's video, I'll go and crack this guy open. Now, kind of a difficult one for you guys if you're trying to select the freshest, most ripe durian. The problem, okay, if you get the wrong one, as in one that's not ripe, $50 down the drain. In fact, $50 is actually cheap. In the past, it was not uncommon that this size fruit would go for $80, $90. So this is a bargain. So the way that you could deduce that it's a fresh one, actually holding it with some care and shaking it next to your ear. What you're looking for, what you're trying to hear, is a knocking sound and a rattling sound. You can't hear it obviously, but I hear a rattling sound inside. And that's the result of the flesh, the edible piece, smacking against the shell of the fruit. So that tells me it is ripe. That's how you would know it's ripe. The really one of the best ways of trying to determine if it's a ripe fruit is by shaking it and hearing a little knocking sound. Yeah. When you do this at the store, people may stare at you, but that's okay. They don't know. But yeah, this is how you would know. So this one is ripe. So start off with the mangosteen. The cool thing with the mangosteen is oftentimes it actually kind of tells you what's inside. Specifically, how many sections, how many edible pieces are inside. See the bottom? It kind of tells you already. So this particular fruit, there will be 7 edible sections. Same with this one. Most of them are 7. But yeah, it kind of tells you. So, best way to open a mangosteen, okay? Using your hands. Like this, literally. Crack it open. You ready? Look at that. There's one section. Oh yeah. This particular one is a bit old, but still good regardless. Yeah. It's a bit old, but hey, these aren't cheap, so I'm just eating the whole thing. Yeah. Oftentimes there's a seed or two in each fruit. And now I've been a big proponent of growing these from seeds. Unfortunately, when these go to customs, they are treated, and like during that process, it kills 99.9% of the seeds. So yeah, I mean, I keep trying, but yeah. Oh yeah, sounds good seed. Yeah, I mean, I keep trying to grow these, but again, out of 100, I've had maybe like one that grows. Try another one. Yeah, just apply some pressure. Not too much, otherwise it gets messy. You'll feel it kind of give in like that. Oh, now this one is just perfect. Next to perfection. I can't describe the taste of mangosteen. It's just so unique. I mean, I guess that's why they call it the queen of fruits. Look at that. Yeah. Isn't that cool? Oh yeah. It's got like the right balance, everything. Right amount of juiciness, right amount of sweet, and a little hint of sourness. It's just like perfect. Mm. Oh yeah. All right, so I'll save the seeds there. So the thing, again, a mango's a mango, right? Except, unlike your traditional canned or atufu mangoes, the ones that you would find in the store, the yellow varieties, red varieties, orange varieties, I've been a huge fan of the Asian varieties, especially the green ones. Just because, unlike your typical mango that you're used to, these varieties are not at all juicy. They are kind of crunchy, actually. I guess the best comparison is an apple. Um, but at the same time, when you bite into it, it's got it's not sugary sweet. It's hard to describe. it's a different level of sweet. And not only that, it's sweet in a non-sugary way. And it's very fragrant. Makes a great summer treat. Yeah, not at all juicy. So now, unfortunately, unlike your canned keyed varieties, this particular variety, I don't know why, but when they go to customs, oftentimes these go to hot water treatment, which essentially makes the seed almost all the time no longer viable. So the only option really is just grow your own. I mean, oftentimes your local nurseries down in the Southern California or the Sacramento regions, they carry these varieties, the Keo Savoy varieties. Yeah, it really is. I don't know. It's hard to describe. It's like sweet, but honeydew sweet. It's just got that intense burst afterwards. And crunchy. All right. Again, not quite ripe. These are climateric, as in you can leave them on the countertop and they will ripen. But let's give it a shot. Yeah, I mean, when I was in Southeast Asia, the ripe ones, oh man. Um, another food that's also not juicy, okay? It's a bit on the dry side. In fact, when I was in Southeast Asia, I actually would eat this with water because it's dry. Let's see. Oh, not bad. Still pretty good, even though it's not fully ripe. And ideally, I should be taking a spoon and scooping it up like an avocado. But oh yeah, I mean, again, first time I've seen my local ethnic store carry these. I have never seen these anywhere within the U.S. Well, within California, that is. I'm sure you go to Hawaii or Southern Florida, they have these, but not in California. And nice thing too is they germinate quite easily from seed. In fact, I've got not a germinated one, but a grafted unit in the ground, and they're quite hardy. They can appreciate some sun protection, but when it comes to cold, not an issue. Oh yeah, it's just again dry in a good way. So I'm gonna go and put the camera down and then attempt to crack this open safely. Finally got it cracked open. You know, fun fact. One of the ethnic grocery store, one of the cashier was telling me they actually had customers reporting to them gas leak because they smell gas. Yeah. Oh boy. This is the good stuff. Yeah, I mean, this is really it. All that effort for the tastiest, gooeyest flesh ever. Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing quite like it. I mean, literally, in terms of the smell. Now, The cool thing about the durian, okay, unlike the mangosteen, the Keo Savoy mango, these guys, fresh fruits, seem to be able to handle the irrigation or the hot water treatment process fine. In that they, from the seed, I've been having like the best luck germinating these. Now, big difference between germinating, the ease of which it germinates, versus growing. Yeah, I keep killing these guys. I find that when they're young, it's not so the winter that gets to them. Oh yeah, I mean, they require crazy winter protection. In my case, I've actually never let mine go below 50 degrees. So it's not the winter that kills them. It's more so the heat. The problem is our dry heat. It's just like too dry. So in this particular case, I've actually been resorting to growing them in my greenhouse, giving it like consistent 80% humidity. And that's what's needed. Yeah, so I'm gonna try growing up some more. Yeah, there's really nothing quite like, ooh, I'm seeing flies around now. Yeah, it attracts all sorts of critters. Yeah, you go to Southeast Asia, you'll get signage everywhere telling you, no durians are allowed, especially in hotels and taxis, um, just because it's so pungent. But at the same time, it's one of the best tasting fruits. So anyhow, that's. Oh, you know what? Here, I'll give you a tour. So you know how I mentioned to you, okay? The Keo Savoy is fairly easy to grow from a grafted tree, and growing they are. Look, yeah. I mean, isn't that cool? So you know how I mentioned that the fresh fruits, the seeds not viable just because it goes to the hot treatment process. Well, all mine are, well, as in they will be, because it's grown here in the Central Valley. So I'm fairly certain if I germinate these from seed that every one of them is going to grow. Same with the canistel here, the egg fruit plant. Yeah, this is what I mean, okay? They can definitely appreciate some sun, shade protection. They come from a climate where it's very humid, unlike here. So their foliage gets burnt when it's hot, and dry. But again, the cold is really not an issue for these guys. It's more so just the crazy amount of dry heat, which is why I've got the papayas here. I'm really growing them to shade this area. I'm using them as big umbrellas. It also helps too that they produce one of the best tasting fruits. Um, but I mean, look at the amount of mulch. I finally took the opportunity to take down my bamboo, and this is the result of the mulch. Yeah, this is what's needed. I mean, right now, again, surprisingly cool year this year, so that's why I was comfortable enough with removing the shade protection, which many of these trees do not need any shade anymore, just because a lot of them are quite old. They're mature, that is. So anyhow, all right, have a good afternoon.